And yes, Amygdala, we have seen some other teams play at the earlier games. Like we were watching Blast Shield before. We have also seen a game of Popiska going up versus Team Will-O-Wisp, and they won that one. So, the setup is gonna be exactly the same as before. So, as we all know, we will see how Mr. Derp, the meme commander, can actually deal with two enemy AIs. Meanwhile, on the other side, it seems like Gingerbread Man is gonna be the one on the other side to go and face off versus the RNG. This time he's gonna be going up versus Zan Ushen and Lacerna, playing both UEF and Seraphim. Meanwhile, he himself, as the sole survivor playing here, he is gonna be playing UEF. Then, we're gonna have Hybrid in the cyan color playing Aeon. On the naval position, we're gonna have Seraphim Noob playing Seraphim, as the name implies. Though I'm not sure if you should be putting Seraphim Noob on a Seraphim ACU, because that's kinda, well, counterproductive, I guess. Then, we have Blast Shield as the last player playing UEF. Then, like I said, we're gonna have Mr. Derp on UEF playing the survival game. And then, Known Sniper playing as Seraphim in Bloody Red. Then we will have Natron playing Cybran. Though at this point I think he only plays Cybran, so I shouldn't be surprised by that. And then we have FTX Commando playing Aeon, and most likely he is the air player for this team. So yep, it's gonna be air players Blast Shield going versus FTX Commando. Derp together with the Gingerbread Man are gonna be playing the survival. And the others we will see. Natron most likely gonna opt for the T1 Cybran spam. Meanwhile, Farmsletje is most likely gonna go for the T2 and the T3 naval upgrades, considering just how much better the Seraphim destroyers are. On the other hand, their opponents are gonna be playing with the Exodus class and the, well, Seraphim. So let's see how is this gonna go and play out. Derp taking the first step outside his own base to go and push versus the AI. No, never mind. Just like Protect in the previous game, he is opting to go and keep on building a big wall to go and make sure that the AI cannot cross this position here. Though considering how there is a Seraphim and Aeon AI on the other flank, well, there is a thing called Phobo and Aurora, and they can just sneak their way past your silly little wall and flank you. So I don't think that this wall is really gonna go and prove to be that useful. And well, we will see how it's gonna go and work out. On the other hand, Gingerbread Man is also building a wall, but this wall is actually much smaller, as it seems to be more about, well, just making sure that no unit can go and sneak past here. Well, it seems like the RNG AIs are not gonna move out. Also, this is a very strange choice from Blast Shield. Dropping your engineers here on the middle islands. Like, I don't know, there is some reclaim available here, but nowhere enough. Like, I would expect the air players to go and drop this island here. It's so much closer. It have big rocks. So, yes, I feel like this is the better position to drop. Just exactly like what FTX Commando did. Look, he was so much faster in grabbing the mexes compared to Blast Shield that he's already ahead when it comes to the mass income. So yeah, we will see how it's gonna go and play out, especially as it seems like the... Oh no, this is... I was about to say that the AI is gonna go and steal those mexes, but hey, It's a friendly AI, so that's not how it's gonna go and work out. Okay, Derp is actually going all in on the walls, making double layers and stuff. As now he's gonna have to go and fight off versus the RNG FAF Related. And he should be focusing more on the T1 tanks, as he is doing for now. Here comes the sneaky T1 drop from the enemy forces. No, that's the AI from their team went and grabbed the T1 transport to just go here and then move all the way across the map to drop a single engineer and start stealing Derb's mass? What the heck? I guess he thinks he's gonna do a better job with the mass compared to Derp, but hey, don't discount my man. Okay, let's see what's happening in the middle. It seems like Natron is already getting pushed back by the frigates belonging to Seraphim Noob. Although this being only a single frigate, he's gonna easily dispatch it with the two of his own. So yeah, this is just gonna be nothing more but a small mass nation from Seraphim Noob towards the cause of Natron. Yeah, paid actor as they say. But yeah, Derp, unlike the other players, like Radde and Unknown in the game before, they are not building any kind of upgrades on their ACUs, instead opting for the T1 PDs, which I don't really agree with. After all, the gun upgrade is just so much more powerful compared to a single T1 PD. And on the other side of the map, where Gingerbreadman is, it seems like he's actually gonna go for the gun upgrade, which is a much better choice, because now not only you can defend yourself, you can also go and attack your opponent, meaning you will have easier access to reclaim and stuff. So yep, this guy have a seal of approval from me. Let's see, Gingerbreadman sending energy. No, it's Seraphim Noob sending energy to Gingerbreadman so he can finish his gun upgrade much faster. And at the same time, it seems like the RNG on the top side, the FAF Related and Vizim, are quite hesitant about, well, attacking Derp, who is building a mother of all walls, a section over section, as it feels like he's playing Rimworld or something and just building a big pillbox. Oh, seems Farmsletje is here to go and reinforce this position. So maybe he will have enough reason to build a gun upgrade, never mind. Derp have heard what I was saying and he's gonna start building his own upgrade. Meaning that soon enough he should be able to go and push versus the enemy forces on the left flank. At the same time, Natron is actually winning a few airfights here and there versus the enemy forces, and he is pushing deep inside the enemy naval facilities. As we can see, there is only 3 frigates available and a single submarine for Seraphim Noob, while at the same time, Natron have nearly double the amount of frigates and submarines. So yes, if he actually gets all of the forces in the single spot and then makes a push for this factory, I'm afraid to say that Seraphim Noob might be out of the water. So what are the timings on the RHQ? Well, FTX Commando going all in of the Swift Wings, as it seems like the team Farmsletje is opting for the rush and shock tactics. Not going for the easy T3 switch or anything, but rather they will try to go and finish the game here and there with a fast timed out attack on the T2 stage. Which honestly makes me wonder how is it gonna work out. At the same time, Blast Shield is also not going for the fast T3 switch. Instead, we can see him starting to build torpedo bombers. Oh, okay, that's what's happening. I can see that the air player is actually gonna be hybrid for them, so okay, let's see what is Farms doing. Is Farms also going for the air factories? No. Farmsletje is gonna go for the naval factory and gonna go for the fast T2 switch, so he can start building the destroyers out of it, which is actually pretty good. So yes, it seems like there is already a difference in the roles for the players, Like Farmsletje is being the power builder of the fast T2 Navy, meanwhile Hybrid is gonna be the one going for the never mind, he's going also for the Swift Wings, so... Well, I can only assume that the plan for Blast and Hybrid is that Hybrid builds the Swift Wings, meanwhile we can see Blast Shield is building more and more Torp bombers to go and clean out the naval factories, so yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how exactly this will play out. Nano repair and gun upgrade started by the units belonging to Lacerna and Zaan Hushen, as the RNG AI is gonna try to go and mold some kind of defense versus Gingerbread Man. I mean, it's a gingerbread man, it shouldn't be that hard to go and defend from it, right? Just pour some milk on it and wait, what is happening on the other side? I can see that Derp is going in versus the enemy AI, ACU. There's some missiles being fired here and there. Okay, Derp have the both gun upgrade and the nano upgrade, meaning he can stay alive for a little bit longer in the game, compared to Farmsletje, who have no upgrades available at all. The question is... wait... oh, okay, there was a run by one of the Vizim's forces, and that's what Derp is trying to go and clean up, the Scorchers. Okay, the gun upgrade is being finished by the Vizim AI, meaning that soon enough it's gonna be 2 versus 1 on this position. So Farmsletje better go and grab some upgrades on his own. Okay, it seems like Farm's naval factory have been spotted, and it seems like not Blinching, but Blast Shield is gonna go for a Hurrah attack to go and try to kill some kind of the build power. But the first destroyer have been long time finished ago, meaning that this attack was nothing but a malformation, as only a single T1 engineer have fallen victim to this raid by Blast Shield. On the bottom part, it seems like the nano repair is gonna get finished for Lacerna, meaning that Gingerbread Man might actually have to go and start falling back, as his ACU is dropping lower and lower, and with 2 enemy ACUs from the RNG, it means that the situation is actually coming quite dicey. So let's see how is it gonna go and end up here on this part of the map. Yep, they are not gonna risk it, as both Hybrid and Gingerbread Men are gonna fall back, most likely to go and grab some upgrades around this part of the map on the ACU belonging to Hybrid, as you don't wanna go and fight 2 upgraded ACUs with a single one. Now, let's see. We have the T2 destroyers from Farmsletje coming in here to go and support the top side, as it seems like Farms is not believing in Derp to go and hold his own. Oh, what was this? Oh, I just missed a Sparky drop or something by Blast Shield. Although it seems like FX Commando and Derp were on their toes, as they managed to respond on time, as you can see the wreckage of the units being here, and only a few T1 PDs being finished. And even though they finished, they have been demolished in just the next 5 seconds by the joint forces of Derp and FX Commando. The middle of the sea is still basically a no-go zone for both teams, as no one is gonna go and risk losing their naval force in a steady hurrah rush. So yes, that's very nice to see. We have the first Siren-class cruisers joining the fray for Natron. Not sure if I agree with that choice, as I would prefer to see Salems being built first. But cruiser from the Cybran is still quite powerful unit, so yes, I will let it sleep. Let's see what's happening in the bottom. Well, nano repair started by Zaan Hushen, so yes. It seems like the RNG is planning to go and make a push here. But the question is, can it work out? Farmsletje actually using his T2 Seraphim destroyers to put in some good pressure versus the opponents. As we can see, both the factories belonging to Sef Ushavoch and also to Blast Shield are gonna get dispatched in the next few moments, as there is nothing at all to go and protect them. Thankfully, it seems like Seraphim Noob is still fully capable of, well, defending his own factories, so that the T2 HQ can stay safe. Well, Derp is coming under fire from... Where is your MAA, mate? Don't tell me you're gonna go and die to a single T1 bomber snipe. That would be too simple. Oh, DVZM is also coming here for a little piece of that cake. And this being a UEF ACU, it does have a really nice cake. Like, okay, you do have a few interceptors available, so please use them to shut down the bombers. Especially as your positions is becoming more and more precarious, as at the same time we have a fight brewing in the bottom left corner, where the Lacerna together with the Zan Ushen is trying to go and force Hybrid and Gingerbread Man out. Though it seems like it's not gonna work out, as the T2 Triad PDs together with the gun upgrade on Gingerbread Man are gonna be enough to dissuade any kinds of ideas about making the push work out here. So, going back to Mr. Derp on the front line. What is our guy doing here? Okay, it seems like once again he's winning this position back. As the enemy forces from Vizim, the ACU, and both the T2 bots from FAF Ushavoch are coming under fire from Derp ACU, the AI is gonna recognize that Derp is not someone to trifle with. But hey, it's an unfair game, as Farmsletje is actually bringing in the cruisers and destroyers to go and deal with the base belonging to FAF Ushavoch. So yes, this guy from the team Farmsletje are playing unfair. Not nice to see, not nice at all. So what is the T3 air status? Hybrid already on 3 air factories. Now Blast Shield just chilling on the T2 HQ. I guess he's just building Thor bombers and assisting with the naval factories for Seraphim Noob. Other than that, FTX Commando a little bit behind in the air factory game, but he's going up versus Hybrid, who does have a little bit more resources available considering he's playing on different spot. And Farmsletje is still going full in on the naval protection, so yes, he won't be helping FTX Commando anytime soon. But if they actually win the naval fights, and kaboom baby, we have the first ejection of the game, as FAF Ushavoch is gonna be the one to bite the bullet. So yep, with the help of the units here from Mr. Farmsletje, it seems like the top side of the map is gonna be an easy breezy takeaway for Mr. Derp, as he's gonna go and grab all the reclaim and all of the resources left by the AI players, especially as FTX Commando and Farmsletje are making sure to not leave anything remaining, so that Blast Shield is not gonna get anything back. The ASF forces, together with the Swifties and Interceptors from Hybrid, are coming to the left flank, but unfortunately, the cruisers from Farmsletje here are gonna make sure that this is gonna be a no-fly zone for the team Blast Shield. Here comes the torpedo bombers, and there is quite a lot of them. They're all aiming at the cruisers, and after cruisers, only then they're gonna go after the enemy. Let's see if they're gonna go and fall down. Okay, one is down, the other one is also down, meaning that the remaining 5 torpedo bombers can now go and deal with the destroyers belonging to Farmsletje. But here comes FTX Commando with his own units. The Restorers and Swiftwings are here to go and protect the remaining force of Farmsletje. But it seems like not a single player is gonna go and risk it. Especially as we can see that Derp is bringing his own skyboxers to the mix, meaning that all of the bombers are gonna get shot down. Let's see what's happening in the middle. On the middle it's basically the same. Nobody's willing to go and make a push for now, as losing a single naval fight might spell the doom of your team, so yes, it is fully understandable why Natron is not willing to rush in even though he is well known for being the one to always jump into the fire. Okay, that is actually taking a little bit more time than I would think when it comes to dealing with the remaining ACUs on the top part of the map. That is killing Vizim. And at the same time, with the T3 Percivals and shield upgrade on ACU for Gingerbreadman, it seems like it is time for the revenge versus Anushen and Lacerna. Well, we are in a little bit of a stalemate, if I can say so. Although this position is much better for the right side team. Oh no, this is gonna be a Mazonation, as there is no coverage for those torpedo bombers, meaning that FX Commando can just move in his restorers a little bit close to the front line, and those torpedo bombers are gonna get eaten alive. Oh, there is also some interceptors from Natron just jumping in to shut down a few of the bombers, although they're gonna pay the price with their, well, life. And let's see what is happening in here. Oh, it's a T2 artillery already trying to go and shoot down the forces belonging to Gingerbreadman, which is an interesting sight to see. Though I guess Gingerbreadman brought his own spearheads to go and deal with this, and yes, Triv, they are not playing the same. Hybrid went for the air units from this slot, meanwhile Farmsletje opted for a more reasonable approach of going for a fast to navy here. So yep, there's differences in the plans, and for example, instead of going for the air here, Blast Shield went for the early T2 torpedo bombers and for the T1 frigates. And after that, he decided to just move the engineers to go and support whatever Seraphim Noob is building his own naval factories. So yep, both teams having already different approach to the game, which is very nice to see. We don't need copycats. Okay, Gingerbreadman still having the push alive, although the T2 artillery from the enemies on Ocean base are dealing considerable damage to his forces. Though with these Percivals marching together with the ACU, I feel like he have nothing to fear. He can just go and straight into the base and just call it a day. Meanwhile, on the other side, it seems like Derp is still unable to go and deal the finishing blow to the enemy AI, as Vizim is, well, still alive and quite healthy, or should I say quite dandy, as he is just vibing in his own corner of the map. And yeah, I can only assume that soon enough we're gonna have a naval fight happening, as together with the air fight happening between Hybrid and FX Commando, as the amount of torpedo bombers being built by the left side team is honestly reaching critical mass. Soon enough, they can just jump in and kill whatever the hell the right side team, the team Farmsletje, is gonna go and throw at them. Okay, we have the first round already happening. Let's see if FX Command is gonna go and respond on time or not. Nope. We will only have a small volley of torpedo bombers to kill the few of the... Wait, okay, here comes the explosion, as it seems like one of the RNG AIs, the Lacerna ACU, have exploded after walking way too close to the sun, or should I say, the Gingerbread Man and his Percivals. So yep, it seems like the left side team, Team Blast Shield, is actually starting to clean out the bases belonging to the RNG. Though, if you are not gonna make it through fast, it seems like all of this economy is gonna go towards the coffers of known sniper, that is Farmsletje. So, oh my goodness, this is bad, as we can see that Seraphim Noob is proving to be a real noob, as he is moving his cruisers straight into the naval army of the opponent known as Natron. As we can see, 3 of his cruisers already sinking down towards the bottom of the sea. At the same time, Farmsletje and Natron, I feel like they could be actually fully capable of going in here and just, cleaning this thing out. Oh, never mind. It seems like there is even more torpedo bombers ready. Yep. Farm gets the AA base, just like Blast Shield got the AA base on the top side. The only difference is that Farms actually had the naval forces ready to go and destroy anything that was remaining here. Meanwhile, at the same time, Gingerbread Man is, well, unfortunately, unable to keep the push going, meaning that Farmsletje can most likely dig in, and yes, he is digging in. The triads are popping up one after another. Now SD shields are also, the SD Pulse 2 is online, meaning that it's gonna be very, very hard for them to actually make a push here. So yeah, it seems like when it comes to the taking control over the AI bases, the right side team have the upper hand. As after killing the FAF Ushavokh, the RNG AI playing on the top left corner here, we can see that the team Farmsletje actually managed to go and grab control over this whole island. Okay, I can hear torpedo bombers. Okay, they're just dealing with some trash from Derp on the top side. Let's see if yeah, FTX Commando coming closer. No, he's not gonna take the bait. He is aware of the enemy ASF lurking behind the hill. Or is it? No, he is not. He is blind as a bat, as no Omni or radar coverage is available over the part of the map which belongs to the team Blast Shield. Oh, look at this! Natron is actually making some really nice moves, trying to go and kill the enemy T3 mechs on the shoreline by trying to outmaneuver whatever Seraphim Noob is doing. And I guess that's what's gonna happen when you have 2 naval players going up versus a single one. So yeah, the micro advantage is definitely on the side of the right side team. And how the hell is Derp still not done with this? Like, for some reason, Vizim actually managed to go to the T3 land stage. Meanwhile, Derp is still, well, sucking his toes and yeah, not building anything to go and deal with the AI, which is kinda But yeah, it seems like the big fight is already gonna start brewing in the middle, as we have the forces from Seraphim Noob and from Farmsletje coming closer and closer to each other. Especially as we can now see that Natron is also moving up the Salems a notch, but the problem is, okay, they do have the coverage, so this is good to see. And this is, oh boy, that's a lot. 42 and 22. That is gonna be 66 torpedo bombers going for this little excursion force from Natron, and unfortunately for them, it is gonna get shot down in no time. That's big. That is quite a big thing happening here. We also have a Tempest started by Hybrid, which I don't think is the best idea, but hey, whatever floats your boats, my man. And yeah, the air fight is gonna happen as FTX Commando is trying to go and find a way in to go and get rid of some of the enemy torpedo bombers. Okay, Farmsletje and Natron pushing in deeper and deeper. So let's see how is it gonna work out. Because those torpedo bombers, they make me uneasy. They really do make me uneasy. We also have a small push happening on the top side with a few Stingers from Derp. We're gonna go and fight versus other Stingers. The Stingers from Blast Shield, but let's go back to the middle. We have ACU being dropped by Blast Shield. The T3 suit is on it, meaning he's coming here to go and start helping out with this position here, to go and defend it. Let's see how is it gonna go and work out. Whoops. Seems like unless the Torpageddon happens now, it's gonna be HG. Here comes the Torps, but the ASF from Hybrid are not ready to intercept that, is meaning that all of the torpedo bombers are most likely gonna go and fall down. This is terrible news indeed. No, never mind, the half of them are still alive. But the problem is, how can they respond to this threat? Yep, it's basically a game of cat and mouse to see who is gonna make the mistake. Okay, torpedo bomber is going for the next round of naval support, but I'm afraid to say FTX Commando is not gonna let it work out like that. So yes, this is looking quite grim. And how the hell is Derp still not done with the AI here? Like, what the heck? The man is just having the time of his life, I guess. Is there gonna be an airfight happening? It looks like it. But there is just so much cruisers available for Farmsletje and others that the FTX Commando don't even have to go and fight it. Well, brother Derp, you should have tried harder, and it seems like one of the ACUs have been just sniped, and it's gonna be the Blast Shield. And the next one to follow is gonna be no one else but Seraphim Noob, as they both have been actually shot down by the TML missiles flying from the cruisers. And now the airfight is still. Oh god, these guys are just blue-balling me. So yes. The airfight seems to have never happened, and with this, it seems like the team Farmsletje is gonna be taking the win quite easily home. Okay, a last-ditch airfight is gonna happen, but this is not gonna work out. Even though the ASF from FTX Commando are basically AFK, it means nothing because there is so much more of them. Not to mention, Natron and all of his cruisers are here. There was another explosion as Gingerbreadman just exploded on the bottom part of the map. As he either have been sniped by TML or something else happened. Nope, GGs are coming out as both Hybrid and Gingerbreadman are gonna go out in a blaze of glory. Saying GGs in the chat. And with this, Team Farmsletje secures their another games for tomorrow in the winner's bracket. And oh man, we have been streaming for 7 hours already. I have no clue if I have enough mana to cover the next game. I had you send the replay, so let's see if it works or not. But yeah. Oh man, that was a lot of talking this day.